Hello and good morning to Madam and everyone. My name is Nurul Syafiqa Ain binti Tajul Arifin. My matric number 01DKA 18F2028. This is my one other partner, Nur Hidayah binti Amir Hamzah 01DKA 18F2011. And the other one, Nur Shahida binti Sahini 01DKA 18F2019. Our title is A Survey of Student Satisfaction Towards Hostel Cafeteria in Unku Omar Polytechnic. First, I will explain about our objective. The first objective is to evaluate student satisfaction in using facilities at Hostel Unku Omar Polytechnic. Second, to investigate the problems related to cafe management and facilities at Unku Omar Polytechnic. Lastly, to propose ways to improve the cafe management and facilities at Hostel Unku Omar Polytechnic. The next slide is about research question. First, do you often eat the hostel cafeteria? Second, how often do you use the hostel cafeteria? Third, what are the problems you encounter as hostel cafeteria facilities user? 4. The hostel cafeteria facilities in Unku Omar Polytechnic are properly maintained. 5. Is the food preparation in the hostel cafeteria satisfying for you? 6. Good Wi-Fi connection should be at the cafeteria. 7. Sufficient chairs and tables should be provided at the hostel cafeteria. And lastly, what rating would you give for hostel cafeteria facilities at Unku Omar Polytechnic? This is our methodology. Our instrument is questionnaire. We are targeting 50 students from all departments, including male and female. We are using pie chart for the data analysis. This is our sample questionnaire. I will explain about the first pie chart. The title is Sufficient Chairs and Table. Most of UOP students have agreed, as much as 78% against sufficient chairs and table compared to the percentage of strongly agree, which is 14%. Next, some of students are disagree about sufficient chairs and table, which is 8%. The next pie chart is about rating that students give for hostel cafeteria facilities. The highest rating that UOP students give for hostel cafeteria facilities was 58%, which is show the agree side or 1 star. About 32% UOP student was disagree and giving 1 star about rating that given for hostel cafeteria facilities. And lastly, 10% of students was giving 3 star or strongly agree about rating that given for hostel cafeteria facilities.
The title is The Maintenance of Facilities in Hostel Cafeteria. First, about 64% of UOP students was agree with the maintenance of facilities in hostel cafeteria. Second, 28% of UOP students choose to disagree by insisting that the cafeteria facilities were properly maintained. Third, the second lowest in the pie chart was strongly disagree, that showing of 6% of UOP students who choose the answer. Last but not least, 2% of UOP students vote for strongly agree in favor of the statement based on the pie chart. This make it in the lowest option. As the title is Good Wi-Fi Connection at Hostel Cafeteria. Firstly, half of UOP students was agree that strong good Wi-Fi connection should be at the cafeteria. Second, 38% of UOP students was strongly agree that good Wi-Fi connection should be available at the cafeteria. Third, UOP students that choose disagree answer for the good Wi-Fi connection should be provided at hostel cafeteria is 10%. Lastly, about 2% UOP students choose strongly disagree that should be strong Wi-Fi connection should be at hostel cafeteria. It showed that this option is the lowest.
After that, this pie chart is about certification for food preparation in the hostel cafeteria. Firstly, the highest option that UOP students choose for certification for food preparation is 54%. This part will show that student was disagreed. Secondly, the UOP students vote for certification of food preparation in the hostel cafeteria, which is 4%. Lastly, the lower option that UOP student chose was strongly disagree on the statement given, which is 4%. Lastly, The pie chart is about the facilities problem at the hostel cafeteria. The highest problem at the hostel cafeteria is unattractive food preparation, which is 48%. The second highest problem at the hostel cafeteria is poor Wi-Fi connection, which is 36%. Then, about 9% of insufficient number of sinks was the facilities problem at the hostel cafeteria. Some of UOP students vote that insufficient tables and chairs was the facilities problem at the hostel cafeteria, which is 7%.
The next slide is about conclusion. Based on the findings, we can conclude that more than a half respondents are not satisfied at the food preparation, which is 55%. Besides, 86% respondents are agree for the poor cafe management and facilities, which is unattractive food preparation. Then, majority of respondents suggest to add more attractive menu at hostel cafeteria. However, 42% of respondents are satisfied for the food preparation at hostel cafeteria. 12% of respondents are choose for insufficient tables and chairs. Then, minority of respondents didn't give any suggestion to improve cafe management and facilities at hostel cafeteria. Next is about recommendation. The hostel cafeteria should add more facilities improvement to facilitate for students who was not satisfied with the facilities at the hostel cafeteria before this. The suggested recommend is improve the good Wi-Fi connection, add more variety of food, maintain cleanliness, can use the electrical facilities such as television and others. That's all from us. Thank you.